In today's video, I'll be discussing 5 reasons why your prospects, your leads, your potential buyers say no to you and how you can prevent that. So let's dive right into it. Guys, first and foremost, I know you're going to be like, oh, there we go again. But hear me up. Mindset. I need to talk to you about mindset before I get into more deeper topics. So the first reason why it's mindset. Ladies and gentlemen, what I want to tell you might be hard to hear, but bear with me. It's not your lead's fault. It's not your buyer's fault. It's not your prospect's fault. It's your fault. If I am the high ticket closer, if I am the salesperson, it is my fault that my client, my customer, my lead, my buyer is saying no to me, not them. It's my fault. Guys, when you have this mindset, I promise you everything will be easier. You might think it will get harder, but no. Simply because when you understand it's your fault, you will start taking your calls seriously. You will start grinding. You will start learning. You will start analyzing your calls. You will start changing what you're doing so you can see different results. Imagine if you keep saying, okay, it's their fault, not mine, goodbye. How will you improve? You won't. So it's our fault, not the leads. Reason number 2, you do not neutralize. What does that mean? Guys, neutralizing simply means to render your leads, your prospects' objection and doubt, right? Now, how do we utilize that in sales? I know many of you neutralize while you're objection handling. That's why I'm here to tell you that's not the only place you should neutralize. You should not forget to neutralize also throughout the entire sales process and sales call, specifically as a high ticket closer. What do I mean by this? Let's say you are speaking to a prospect and you're in the middle of the call or maybe in the beginning of the call and the prospect says, I don't know, I kind of thought this is some sort of a scam or something, okay? Instead of jumping right into it and ask a question or saying something, you should neutralize and be like, yeah, I understand. I do hear that sometimes and that is totally okay. Let me ask you, what makes you feel that way? Very simple. Neutralize. Showcase that that's okay. Like they have an objection, they have a doubt. That's okay. You're rendering it. That's totally okay. Instead of jumping in and be like, why do you think like that? No, that's not going to work. They already have their guard up if they're bringing up a doubt and objection. And if you do not neutralize first, nurture, and then ask a question, it's just going to make you come off defensive. And we do not want that, guys. You need to lower the defense mood so they can open up and also put their guard down. That's the goal. So don't forget to neutralize throughout the entire sales process by saying things like, yeah, sure, I totally get that. Or 100%, that makes total sense. Or, of course, things like that, okay? And guys, mean it. Mean it in your tone. Mean it. Don't be like, yeah, sure, I get that. Like, that's not going to make sense, you know? It's just going to simply come off as fake. And we're not fake. We're real, we're authentic, we are high-ticket closers. Reason number 3, you do not keep your authority during your sales calls. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much more I need to talk about authority so I can convince you to keep your authority high during the sales calls. I actually have a video about authority. I'm going to pin it at the end of this video so you can go ahead and watch it. Make sure to check it out. Guys, authority is very important. When you don't have higher authority during your sales calls, what happens is that your prospect and your lead takes control of the call and they feel like they are in charge. Which, guys, let's be for real. If you don't take control of the call, if you don't have authority, they are in charge, not you, even though you're the salesperson. You need to make sure you're keeping your authority high so they can look at you as their trusted advisor, as someone who has higher authority and as someone that is going to guide them and walk them through the entire process and the entire sales call. So don't forget to keep your authority high and change that no into yes by keeping your authority and leading them into the conversation in a way that they know they should trust you and they should follow you instead of them guiding you. And I promise you it's going to affect your sales calls and it's going to turn your no's to yeses. All right? Reason number 4, lack of information. Guys, I know many high-ticket closers, high-ticket sales coaches tell you, oh, you do not need to know what your offer is. Like, you just need to be able to sell and you'll sell anything. I do agree that it takes skills and it takes hard work and basically for you to put the reps in to be able to sell anything. However, at the same time, you need to have the information regarding what you're selling and transfer that information during the sales call, specifically during your pitch. So your lead has all the information they need and they do not need to hesitate to move forward. When you don't give them enough information, you're going to come across no's, you're going to come across objections simply because they don't have enough information to know what is it that they're getting it into. What are the next steps? Okay, let's say like I pay. What's happening next? What is going to happen? Am I going to sleep and tomorrow someone's going to call me, or am I going to receive an email right away? What is going to happen? How is it going to help me? When are the lessons? All of that. They need that information. So please make sure that you're giving them all the information you know they need. And also, guys, a little bit of tip. Make sure that you're emphasizing on the information that you know is more important to them. Okay? Reason number 5, your tonality. Guys, you need to make sure you have the right tone when you're speaking to your prospect. And your tone should change. Your tone should not be the same. Your tone needs to be authentic. And your tone needs to correspond with what you're saying or asking. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I want to ask my lead a question and I'm very curious. I shouldn't say, why though? I should be like, I'm just very curious. How come? Or, wow, why though? Like show it. Show it in your tone that you're curious. When you don't show it, you come off salesy, fake, and scripted. And they're not going to buy from you and they're going to say no. Or for example, let's say you're doing outbound dials and you're calling your lead, okay? And you call them and immediately when they pick up, you're like, hey, how are you today? Yeah, this is Celia. I'm calling from blah, blah, blah. Immediately, they're going to know you're a salesperson. They're going to, here we go again. And they're going to hang up the call. But let's say you call them and you're like, hey, is this John? That's how you're going to be able to catch their attention and get them to continue talking, not by being salesy like every salesperson and showing excitement. I mean, guys, let's be for real. Why are you excited? I know you love your job. I know you love to talk to them. But like seriously, on that level to like shout, obviously, it's kind of faking it. So we don't want to do that. Be authentic, be real, and make sure that your tone corresponds with what you're saying. And again, your tone should not stay the same throughout even one sentence sometimes, let alone a whole sales call. All right? And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this was it. I really hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Drop it in the comment sections. I make sure I'll respond to them either by replying or making a short video. Thank you for watching this. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.